All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live low budget coin auction with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Good to see everybody in the nest. I apologize for being a little bit late. Was getting some stuff set up. I see we got a lot of people hanging out already this evening, and it's always a pleasure to see everybody. Hope you're doing well. Matter of fact, we've got Daryl USA, Invisible River Ranch, Mud Swat, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Joe Must Be, Wayne Lynn, Fleabag, Greg Chapman, Dan D'Antonellis at Emil G2, Tom Thumb, Michael LaFew, Leaflet Movies, Visterion, Christopher Sherman, Alan Hall, y'all, Brother Bill Driscoll, Sam Wilson, KJ in Ohio, Buy Up Gold and Silver, Michael LaFew, 34 months as a Silver Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Hendricks is here. Thank you, Mr. LaFew. Eric A. is here. John Camper in the nest. I know I saw Bombay Sapphire. Cool Things is here. Johnny T. Brother Doug Wagner. I know I'm missing somebody. I always somehow manage to do that. What's up, Richard Watts? How you doing? J-Dog with the $5 super chat coming back says, "Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody, brother." All right. Riley Hunt's Coins. Been a minute. Hope you're doing great and hoping to get back in the community. Right on, my friend. Good to see you. Let's see here. Jim Shank is here. All right, so tonight, guys, we don't have a format per se because we got a lot of stuff up for grabs. Nothing over $20 as a starting price. Our early bird giveaway is going to be a 2010 presidential set, and there's $8 just in the face value of that. So that's going to be our early bird giveaway. We're going to start off with the giveaway, and then we'll get into it. A little bit different format. I haven't really done it this way except once before, so bear with me. We got a lot of stuff to get through, but I think it'll be fun. And we're not going to probably do everything to get rid of it. What's up? I can't get anybody back in that was booted out. They just have to wait the 5 minutes. I think that's how long you get timed out for. It's unfortunate. So I don't really have a way to get Coin Silver back into the show until his timeout thing is over. I don't know why it's that way, but it has been. What's up, Silver Surfer, Brian Jensen, Gene Anderson, Chapo52. Good to see you guys. But it literally won't let me take him out of that spot. But thanks for letting me know, guys. I appreciate it. All right, let me get this set up. What, Peppa? What? Yes, I see you. You've been high maintenance ever since the vet. Yes. Yes, I know. Is it the roids or the antibiotics? You tell me. You tell me. I know you're right there. I see you. Bombay Sapphire, how you doing? All right. All right, go on. Go play. Go play. Go on. Go on. I'll see you in a while. Don't give me that look. I pet you all. I pet you all day. You've been by me all day. Like, you just won't let me go. All right. Peppa used nose. Super effective. Yep. Peppa, I had to take her to the vet the other day, and she's on some antibacterial, antifungal medicine and steroids because she had some kind of weird thing going on with her feet. All right. What's up, Tucker Risley? How you doing? Let's get this party started, guys. We only got 59 entries in the giveaway. We'll give it another couple minutes. And then we'll see who the winner is, and then we'll start the low budget auction. Oh, the Industream Extreme giveaway is a 1 ounce Star Trek round. The midstream is an uncirculated 42 Philly Washington silver quarter. And have you guys seen silver hit $45 today? That is just unbelievable. Absolute insanity. And then it dropped back down under 44. But it did hit 45 for a while, which, man, that is unbelievable, my friends. All right. Let's see who... What's up, Pete Clark? Let's see who the winner's going to be in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Savvy Stacker, ladies and gentlemen. Savvy Stacker just won the 2010 presidential $1 coin set. All right. Congratulations to Savvy. All right. You're welcome, my friend. Let's close that out and get this started. So like I said, all the stuff tonight's going to be relatively inexpensive. Should make for some interesting fun. And we'll start off with the first item tonight. That is this right here. This is a 5-coin Sacagawea set. There is the proof and then 4 other Sacagawea dollars. Savvy, we got you covered. All right. So 5 coin. That's a $5 face value. We'll start it off at $6. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Keep the bidding clean. What's up, Harley Babe? How you doing, my friend? Guys, we got Silver Surfer coming in at 7. Richard Cornell with the George at 8. LeFew was in there at 6. But Cornell in the lead at 8. Michael LeFew trying to get back in there. Riley Hunt's coins, you just have to be either a member of the Nest or actually one of the mods. If you guys can print out the parameters, I'd appreciate that. Michael LeFew coming in at 9 and doing fine. Looking for 10. Going once. Michael LeFew in the lead at 9. Looking for 10. Do we hear 10? Going twice. Michael LeFew in the lead at 10. Looking for 11. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Ho, 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 ho. Michael LeFew in the lead at $9. Looking for 10. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Oh, this bad set looks like it's going to be sold. to Michael LaFew for $9. Yeah, or if anybody knows Riley, like I kind of recognize the name. I just don't remember. You know, some people come and go, and I just honestly don't know. You're welcome, Michael. Let me put your name on a sticker here. Okay, go on. I can't do this right now. You've been high maintenance all day, girl. All day. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some special mint sets. We got a 1965. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 of them together. So 65. $1966. That's a nice looking one there. Man. All right, 1965 and 66. You know what? We'll do 2. We'll do 65 and 66 together. All right, and we're going to start the 2 sets off at $15, my friends. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. What's up, Opus Singer? How you doing, my friend? Guys, Richard Cornell coming in at 15. Edward Lee at 16. What's up, Jack Covert? Richard Cornell coming back at 18. Getting in there. J-Dog with the Snope at 20. And the George, my friends. J-Dog in the lead at 20. Looking for 21 to get her done. Going once. J-Dog in the lead at $20. Looking for 21. Do we hear 21? Sean Martin coming in at 21. And you know what I realized? Let me make a quick sheet for... Holy cow. I'm sorry, Create Craft. I forgot to make a sheet just so that we could track the winners. This will take me just a second here. Okay, first winner was for $9. And that was $5 set. Okay. Sorry about that, Create Craft. I updated the first line, and I'm just putting the last touch or two on it here. And I'll put the link in the room, so Create Craft, so you can get over there and look at it. All right, Create Craft, there's the Google spreadsheet link. Sean Martin at 23, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. What's up, Reaper of Dreams? Going twice. Richard Cornell coming in with 24. Trying to get out the door, ladies and germs. All right, Richard Cornell in the lead now. Going once. Looking for 25 to stay alive. Going twice. Sean Martin says he's got the Snope at 25. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Sean in the lead at 25. Looking for 26. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Sean Martin for 25. Oh, Scorpio. Did Scorpio get in there? Let me double check real quick. Oh, I had dropped the hammer. Looks like Sean Martin is the winner on that. But Scorpio, don't fret, my friend. I have more. Eric A., I do not have a spreadsheet for tonight. I said something about it in the preview. All I have for a spreadsheet is one to just track what people are buying, because this is like low budget and I'm kind of just going off the hip. So I apologize that I don't have one set up. And as for $20,000 Libertads, that's absolutely asinine, and it's a manipulation of people that don't know any better. All right, here we go. We got one more 1966 set. We got the 65 set. And we're gonna make it 3 sets this time. This is gonna be 65, 66, and 67 all together. That penny looks proof-like. Wow. It's got cameo. The Kennedy's got cameo at the end. So this is the 3 special mint set years, 65, 66, and 67. Starting bid on the 3 sets is going to be $20. I said I wouldn't start anything higher than that, so that's where I'm going to be. If you were to buy this individually, they're probably average about $15 or so per set. Richard Cornell coming in at $20, ladies and gentlemen, with the George. Buy it up, gold and silver coming in at 21 with the Snopage, ladies and gentlemen. Buy it up, gold and silver in the lead. Richard Cornell at 24. Now we're looking for 25. David McGowan at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear 26? Cornell at 27. Covert and Eric A. We're in there at 26. Now we're looking for 28. Sean Martin coming back on the attack at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Dave McGowan at 31. The Georges are running wild. David McGowan in the lead at 31. Richard Cornell at 33. Looking for 34. Sean Martin trying to get in there. Cornell just a little bit quicker on the draw, y'all. Cornell in the lead at 33. Do we hear 34 going once? Richard Cornell in the lead at 33. Looking for 34 to get out the door. Going twice. Sean Martin says he's got 35 and staying alive. Eric A., yes, there were some duplicate bidders, but the one that came through first on my screen was Richard Cornell. So Sean Martin in the lead at 35, looking for 36. What's up, Jack Covert? Going once. Sean Martin in the lead at 35, looking for 36, going twice. Sean Martin in the lead. Fierce bidding, says Invisible River Ranch. What's up, KCB? How you doing, my friend? All right, last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. So here's the frustrating thing about YouTube and when you're putting in your bids. Whenever you talk on your own screen, it'll always show you first. And so it'll show for Eric, it would have said he was first on his, and for Richard Cornell, he would have been first on his, but on mine, it showed Richard first. And so that's how the rule of thumb has always been. We go by what shows up on the host screen. I wish there was a better way to fix that. You know, I don't have a system to make it work easier, but that's the best explanation. Oh, all in, fair warning. This bad set is sold to Sean Martin for 35, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Martin with the win. So I apologize for any confusion, guys. All right, next item up, we're going to go with a 68, a 69, and a 70. No, we'll go 2 sets at a time. Matter of fact, I'll do it this way. I'll do a 70 and a 69 because the 70s actually go for pretty good. They're a little bit more of a premium on a 70 set. Wow, this one's gorgeous. That one's got cameo on the penny, the nickel, the quarter, and the half. Which, before 1971 or 72, it was hard to get cameo, guys. So, look at that. 69's cameo, the dimes cameo, the nickels cameo. So, this is a 69 and 70 proof set together. No, I don't have any more on hand. Richard Cornell. I'm sorry, brother. We're going to start both these sets off together at literally $15. Both sets, $15. Good luck. Guys, J-Dog coming in at $20 to make us holler, looking for at least 21 to get her done. J-Dog in the lead. If you bought the 1970 set with where silver and stuff's out right now, retail I think for by itself is about $15. The 69's a little bit more. Probably about 10 or 11. Edward Lee coming in at 22. J-Dog coming in at 24. Looking for 25 to stay alive. J-Dog in the lead at 24, going once. What's up, Perry? J-Dog in the lead at 24, looking for 25, going twice. Edward Lee in at 25. Now we're looking for 26 in the mix, going once. J-Dog coming back on the attack at 26, looking for 27, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog in the lead. Going once. Eric A says almost. Going twice. J-Dog holding strong at 26. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho. J-Dog in the lead at 26. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for 27. All in. Fair warning. It looks like this bad coin set is going to be sold to J-Dog for 26. Yeah, that's such a money grab. It's unreal, guys. It's really, really unfortunate. I was talking to J-Dog about it, and he was like, well, they said there was only a couple hundred minted. And if they did that with the Libertad, they did it to manipulate the market. Libertads are cool, but not $20,000 cool. That's just ridiculous. So Eric A on APMEX right now, a 2025 Libertad set is going to run you, or just for one, 20 grand for a for an MS-70. All right, another 1970 set. Look at that beautiful cameo going on some of those coins. This is a 68 and a 70 set going together. That 68 set looks great. So, I think that's criminal charging people that kind of money, you know? All right, starting bid on this again is going to be 15 bucks. I mean, just it's crazy to see that, you know. And what do you do, right? LeFew coming in at 16. Richard Cornell coming in at 18. Looking for at least 19 bucks. It's criminal only minting 300 to 500 coins. Visterion, because it was done on purpose. It was done to manipulate the market. It wasn't done on accident. You know, I mean, a Libertad is a bullion coin just like ASEs, you know? So to me, it's kind of messed up. Michael LeFew coming in at 20, going once. Now, if they had historically done only 200 or 300, that would make sense. But when you're talking about a coin that they do tens of thousands, even some runs of Libertads have millions, it's like, come on. I mean, that's just really makes no sense. Going twice to Mr. LeFew at 20. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. No, this is a 1968 and 1970 proof. All in. Fair warning. What's up, Joe Overly? This bad set is going to be sold. 1968, 1970 proof sets to Michael LeFew for 20 bucks. It is a money squeeze, and it's... Here's the thing. If they had somehow magically ran out of silver in the country that has one of the biggest silver reserves in the planet, you know... It's just unreal. All right, Michael LeFew. So we're going through all the silver proof sets first. Then we'll do the Geiger coppers and the Lincoln penny sets and stuff. The Lincoln penny sets I'm kind of having second thoughts on because that's some heavy stuff. All right, we're going to do another 1968 and 70 set combo together. (2009) sets, Jack Covert. Starting bid's going to be 15 bucks. Look at that. They paid $7.50 on February 23rd, 1981. I think we had Richard Cornell at... Yeah, Richard Cornell started us off at 18. Looking for 19. Both sets are really nice. Yeah, Richard Cornell might be getting the deal of the night. Going once. Going twice. Riley, you should be fine if that's the case. Guys, Gene Anderson coming in at 20. Let me go look at PayPal real quick here. Guys, Sean Martin at 21. Richard Cornell at 22. The Deuce on the loose. Looking for 23. Going once. I have some sets with Ike, some mint sets coming up. Riley, you're good to go, brother. You're good to go. Eric A coming in at 23, ladies and gentlemen. Goops going once. Perry Custom Cards alive at 25. Going once. Perry in the lead at 25. It's the underwater auction. We got Perry Custom Cards at $25. Going twice. The Perry Snope, says Eric A. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. Warning. It looks like these bad sets are going to be sold to Perry Custom Cards for $25 to stay alive. At some point, we'll do the giveaway for the Washington Silver Quarter. All right, so Perry Custom. All right, very cool. Hey Perry, you know what? At some time, I'm gonna have to figure out a pricing with you to order some of your lures. You gave me some as gifts, but I think it'd be cool to get some for the channel. All right, one more 68 and 70 set. This is how gorgeous the 68 is. Along with the 70. '70's getting some kind of toning going on in there. It's got definitely some frost. But that is a 1968 and 70 set. Starting bid again at 15, my friends. Good luck. The 70 set alone is about $15 when you buy them retail, to give you an idea. So these are going at a smoking good price for anybody that's bought so far. Richard Cornell coming in again at 18, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro. What's up, my friend? Right on, brother. Good to see you. Going once to Richard Cornell. Going twice. Richard Cornell in the lead at 18. Last call. All right, guys. Jack Covert coming in at 20 with the George. Gene Anderson at 21. Vote for Pedro trying to get in there. Looking for the deuce. Vote for Pedro with the deuce. Cornell trying to get in there. Covert trying to get in there, but Pedro in the lead at 22. Even Martin trying to get in. Looking for 23, my friends. Going once to Jack Covert at 24, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Covert in the lead at 24. Looking for 25. Going twice. Vote for Pedro staying alive at 25. Going once. Vote for Pedro in the lead. Going twice. Looking for 26. I think Jack was trying to write 26. I'll give him a chance. I mean, 36 would be nice, but you know, I don't think he was trying to jump $11. So Jack, was your bid at 26, or were you really trying for 36? I'm thinking it's 26. Going once. Covert in the lead. Going twice. No worries, brother. Des Logic at 54 months as a Copper Falcon, my friends. Wow. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is going to be sold to Jack Covert for 26. Joe Overly, what's up, Muscle Shell? All right. Thank you, Jack. All right. What's going on, Golden Bacon Tree? All right, we're going to move on to the 4-coin set here. I don't have any more combo sets of 70s, and I think everybody's getting a little bit worn out. So this next one we're going to do is a 65 through 69 40% Kennedy half-dollar collection. It's got some cool toning. This was made back in 95. J-Dog, no worries, brother. J-Dog, it's best to, if you buy more than one thing, just put everything together. It makes it easier for you. Starting bid on this is going to be $15, guys. Guys, Richard Cornell coming in again at 18. His famous bid, $18. Ty McFadden hitting the button at 20 with the George. Ty McFadden in the lead. Richard Cornell with the deuce on the loose. Joe Overly, don't be surprised that if silver takes a dump here at some point, bro. When you're hitting historic highs like this, it's crazy what can happen on the other side. Guys, Sean Martin coming in at 24. Yeah, Eric A., I wish it had the 1970 in it, but the 40%ers were 65 through 69. Well, through 70, but for some reason it's not in this set. Richard Cornell at 25. It did go up slow until recently, DesLogic, but in the last month, it's made like a $10 jump. You know, it was at 32, 33, and now we're hitting 44, 45. So that $10 in a month is not considered slow, brother. Going once to Richard Cornell at 25. Looking for 26. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. Golden Bacon Tree coming in at 26, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Golden Bacon in at 26. Looking for 27. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, 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 ho. All right, Golden Bacon Tree in the lead at 26. Here's the bottom line, guys. It's all speculation no matter what. And if somebody had a crystal ball and knew when it was going to go up and knew when it was going to go down perfectly, they'd be a billionaire in no time. Been trying to stack more gold and stay away from the silver swing, says Joe Overlay. Guys, Rajendra Prasad just subscribed. Welcome to the nest. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin set is sold to Golden Bacon Tree for 26. You know, I mean, here's the thing. If silver gets over $50, which is could actually happen, we're in trouble. We're kind of in trouble with it being at 45. You know, and right now, well, 44. That's kind of scary. All right. Let's do the giveaway. Wilson, if it hits 80, then there's going to be people fighting in the street, brother. All right, here we go. 1942. Silver quarter we're going to give away. We'll turn on the night bot. Nice BU silver quarter. Can't go wrong with that. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Good luck, everybody. Now here's the crazy thing, guys. Silver keeps going up, but the demand buying the silver is actually going down because in the shops, what we're recognizing and seeing is person after person after person selling their silver, and not very many people buying it. Shops are paying $3 under spot per ounce on average. And, you know, the coin shops are basically getting squeezed more and more for money, basically running out of money. And the smelters that are melting it down, they're paying less than they have. And so it's really kind of crazy, you know? All right, guys. Let's see who's going to win in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Guy, Riley Hunt's Coins back in the nest wins a silver quarter hanging out. Congratulations to Riley. You know, Christopher Sherman, I don't think they're really truly melting down the junk silver. I think that a lot of the smelters and stuff, they hold on to that stuff and later sell it under their coin shop name or on online or whatnot because they have other revenues and or revenue sources, ways to get rid of things. But it's pretty phenomenal the amount of people going in, you know. Bullion coins can be replaced. Junk silver less. Gold was 600 an ounce once upon a time. The reality, it will go way up. Yep. Heck, I remember old guys freaked out when it went over 300. What's up, Breeze for me? How you doing? All right, so the next thing I want to do with you guys is I think I'm going to offer the Geiger Copper. I've got 15 bars total. These things go for 25 to 30 bucks on eBay all day long. So what I'm going to do is we'll see how many people want the copper. But these have been going for pretty dumb money. I actually paid up for them when I got them, and I held on to them for a long time. And I kept 2 for myself, and I've got these to get rid of to the nest. And I think I'll start them off at 15 bucks per bar. And see what happens. I've got 15 of them. If I'm trying to think, maybe we do it the Rob Finds Treasure way or something. I just don't know. I'm trying to be fair so that you guys get a little bit of something out of it. And yeah, we could do a buy it now. Sure. I'll let you guys have them for for literally only a couple bucks over what I spend on them. And so okay, let's we got metallic silver skull. Oh, this is gonna get out of hand. Hold on. All right, metallic silver skull has 1. Perry Custom Cards has 3. Alan Hall has 2. Joe Musby has 1. Cool Things 1. Golden Bacon 2. Buy Up Gold and Silver 1. Richard Cornell 1. Richard Watts 2. I have 1 left. I would never do a wheel, Johnny. Never. Edward Lee has the last one. All right, we're sold out, guys. We are sold out on the copper. So let me start getting these in packages. So metallic silver skull got 1. Okay. Perry Custom got 3. So Perry times 3. Richard Cornell for 1. Okay, so Richard Cornell for 1. Alan Hall for 2. And I'm glad you guys like them because I'll probably never see these again. And not for the price that they were going. I was surprised when I looked them up on eBay. They're literally 25 to 30 bucks a piece. All right, Joe Must Be gets 1. It'll be a minute for me to catch up to chat, so I apologize. All right, Joe Must Be. Michael LeFew. Michael LeFew. Cool Things for 1. Then Golden Bacon Tree gets 2. All right, guys. I've got 3 more to do after Golden Bacon, so that's Buy Up Gold and Silver, Richard Cornell, and Edward Lee. Guys, Cool Things with a $10 super chat. Lots of shipping. Let's help this, or hope this helps. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. All right, so Buy Up Gold and Silver. Richard Cornell. You know, Johnny T, earlier I said I would never, and then I thought about it. Most times I utter those, it ends up being my famous last words. All right, Edward Lee. I think we got him. All right, everybody's got something out of there. Oh my goodness, this box is heavy. Miss Raven's going to be mad at me. She'll be like, what did you do? There's so much shipping. All right. Let me, LCS is buying silver at $27.50 and selling it at $30. Wow. That's surprising. Johnny T, I know. It's not a big deal. I'll be the Wheel King someday, says Golden Bacon. Well, I'm not going to tell you, for junk silver. You know, right now, melt's $33. So they're giving the general public a good deal. Oh, you're killing me, Create Craft. All right, let me go back. They'll just go up as sold at 15 a piece. And you try your best. I know you're helping, but that's now I got to go scroll back up, and I'll just put the names in. I got it. Or I'll put in the amount, if you can on the side put how many bars I got. I would just say put 1 copper bar and then scroll it down. I don't know if Richard Cornell ended up with more than 1. I might have given him 2 on accident. So Alan Hall for 2. But you work hard, bro. So I appreciate it. You know it. I'm A little jumpy today. I've had a strange day, so I apologize for sounding kind of rude. Michael, a few cool things. $5 ounce. They're 5 ounce coppers. All right, Golden Bacon Tree 2. Buy up gold and silver. Edward Lee. And you know what? On the Richard Cornell thing where I accidentally gave too many, I will give one to Richard Watts for that second one. Because Richard Watts was in there. Let me double check my spreadsheet. I'm sorry about this, guys. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Richard Watts gets one as well. All right, let me pull out and write Richard Watts on here. So the people that got bars was Metallic Silver Skull, Perry Custom Cards, Richard Cornell, Alan Hall, Joe Musby, Michael LeFew, Cool Things, Golden Bacon Tree, Buy Up Gold and Silver, Edward Lee, and Richard Watts. All right. Whew, guys, that was a lot of work. Let me get back to here. What's up, Mustang Dave? A 50 peso. Oh, Richard Hunter. I did find some Mexican currency that I had. Richard Cornell, no worries, brother. No worries. Oh, I love tacos. Createcraft, you rock, brother. No worries, man. What's up, Copper Owl? All right. Next stuff up for grabs. And here, let me ask you this, guys. Do you want to do mint? I'll put a vote real quick. Mint sets or Lincoln what the all right, so we'll vote on what to do next. I got mint sets by years or Lincoln sets. I've got 2009 sets. I've got some uncirculated rolls. I got mostly a lot of 2009 sets. I had older rolls somewhere, but they seem to have walked off of my desk, which is kind of concerning, seeing how some of those were like in the 40s. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked that I don't know where those are. Alright, looks like the Lincoln stuff is winning out. So we'll do that. We'll end the poll. And so what I have here is the complete 4-coin rolls from 2009. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 full sets in these tubes at like that, and then I have 2 sets. So I have 6 sets total of the 2009s. And honestly, I have no idea what's fair on these guys. I do not know what's fair. All I know is that they have the 4 different coins that were available for his stuff. Is this RFT? Says Eric A. Yeah, they're. I mean, I really don't know. I haven't looked them up. I have no idea. I believe. So 2009 wasn't that. I mean, I don't know if they're copper or not. You know, these are in bank rolls. I just don't know if they're copper. What's up, Lone Star Fox? So what these are is Philly, 2 Denver per set. No, wait. The ones in rolls, some are all Denver. Some are Philly and all Philly. So a full set's 8 rolls, huh? And copper was only in the proofs. Cool. That makes sense. So I didn't think this through right, guys. Oh, man. Because if... Hold on, let me redo this then. So that's 4 Denver, 4 Philly. 4 Denver, 4 Philly. I have 3 sets total. I'm just gonna have to auction them because now I realize, okay, we have 3 full sets. For some reason, I didn't think this out right, but now that makes sense. So I'm gonna do this. We'll start the bid off at $15. We'll do 1 set, a second set, and then a third set. Lone Star, cool. All right, guys, we got Richard Cornell starting off at 15. Copper Al trying to get in there. J-Dog coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog in the lead at 20. Copper Al at 22. Breeze for me trying to get in there at 22. Buy Up Gold and Silver at 25. Sean Martin and Cool Things were in there, but Buy Up Gold and Silver in the lead at 25. Cool Things at 26 in the mix. Breeze for me at 27. Copper Al at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Copper Al in the lead at 30, looking for 31. Do we hear 31? Jack Covert at 32, looking for 33, like we're Johnny T. Covert in the lead at 32. Breeze for me coming back on the attack at 33, looking for 34, going once. Breeze for me in the lead at 33, looking for 34, going twice. Breeze for me in the lead at 33. Sean Martin dropping the bomb on us at 38, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Martin at 38. Eric A., 8 rolls of 2009 uncirculated presidential Lincoln pennies. 8 rolls total. Going once. No, Eric A. for 1 set. Michael LeFew coming, so 8 rolls. Michael LeFew at 40 going once. Going twice. Heck, the shipping alone is going to be like $10. Last call from Mr. Alki Hall. Sean Martin coming in at 41, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Remember, we got 2 more sets left. Going twice. Sean Martin in the lead at 41. Last call. Mustang Dave coming in at 45. Dropping the bomb on us. Going once. Going twice. Last call. I was just thinking about buying all just so you didn't have to ship, says Joe Overly. Well, right on, Joe. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad set is going to be sold to Mustang Dave for 45. All right, let me find a bigger envelope here. I can put these in. Mustang Dave getting the first set. And that's 8 rolls total. 4 from Philly, 4 from Denver. Yeah, the shipping for these for the pennies is ridiculous. Thank God. Mustang Dave lives by close. Johnny T, I'm not too worried, brother. You know, if these are going for better money, I'm glad that you guys are getting a good deal. You know? I really am. All right, so now we're going... How you doing, Sean Leslie? We are now doing the second set right here. Starting bid, $15 for set 2. Good luck, my friends. Richard Watts, thank you, brother. Richard Hunter coming in at 25 and staying alive. Cool Things at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Cool Things in the lead. So, Johnny T, what are they going for? Cool Things in the lead at 35. Michael LeFew coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. LeFew in the lead. Driscoll and Cool Things trying to get in there. Cool Things back at 45. With the Snope. Cool Things in the lead at 45. Looking for 46. Going once. Cool Things in the lead at 45. Well, Johnny T, you know what? I'm glad people are getting a good deal, brother. I really am. Sean Martin coming in at 46. And if they're going for $100, they can turn around and make some money. I got no problem with them. I got these a long time ago. Going once. Going twice to Cool Things. Visterion, yeah, I didn't see it, brother. Sorry I missed it. He said they're going for $15 per pair. So even at 50 bucks, you're doing good for 8 rolls. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Or maybe that's $15 for each one. Cool Things in the lead, all in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to 50 bucks for Cool Things. Oh, that's not too bad. All right. I've got the 2010 unopened ones. Congrats to Cool Things. All right. Eric A says he's not a penny guy. I gotcha. I don't remember when I bought these guys, but I know that I got a good deal when I did. And you guys aren't doing too bad. All right, this is set number 3. Starting at 15 bucks again. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, buy them. Gold and silver coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Dropping the bomb on us. Edward Lee at 35. Jeff and Lone Star trying to get in there, but Edward in the lead at 35. Now we're looking for 36 in the mix. Edward Lee in the lead at 35. Bill Driscoll, brother Bill at 40. Lone Star trying to get in there, but Bill Driscoll a little quicker and a little higher on the bid at 40. Looking for 41. Do we hear 41 going once? Brother Bill Driscoll in the lead at 40. Jeff coming in at 43. Looking for 44 to get out the door. Going once to Lone Star at 44, ladies and gentlemen. Edward Lee trying to get in there. Now we're looking for 45. Edward Lee at 45 and doing well. Eventually melt my copper into a life-size statue of myself. That's awesome. Going once to Lee at 45. Going twice. Last call. Edward Lee at 45. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Mr. Edward Lee for 45. Oh, dang it. Jeff, did I miss you, brother? No, the hammer dropped, man. Edward Lee getting it for 45 when Jeff was in there at 47, guys. Edward Lee. Jeff was right on your heels, man. Right on your heels. All right, let me put this for Edward Lee. Okay, so the rest of the stuff I have as far as Lincoln cents is I've got some 2010 Philly and Denver rolls. The first Shield cents. I got a roll of Muskogee quarters, the Airman or Tuskegee Airmen quarters. And then I have some BU rolls here. And in all honesty, guys, I don't know how I ended up with some of this stuff. I'm not really big on searching through pennies myself. Oh, there are some 2009 rolls in here again. You know what? These I'll just hold on to. I'll just make it easy. All right. Joe loves I Can't Grade. If you want to buy coins from Joe Overly, realize he loves I Can't Grade. All right. Drunk eBay wins. That's funny. Okay, so what I have here is a 1962 Denver roll, 1959 BU, 1959 69S, 79 Denver. And I don't know if, like, this roll looks like it's missing a penny or two. These are 88s. So how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 BU rolls of pennies. Different years. They're all BU. Yeah, there's 59, 62 Denver, 69S, 70 something, 59 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls, maybe 6 actually. Yeah, 6 rolls are copper. 1 is zinc. I'll say starting bid is $10. I don't care what they go for. They might be way more elsewhere, but we'll go there. Drunk YouTube wins. Jack Covert coming in. Is that a bid at 40, Jack? I'm not sure if Jack was at 40, but so far Driscoll at 15, Metallic Silver Skull 17, Riley at 18, Lone Star at 22. Jack at 40, guys. Jack at $40 for the 7 rolls going once. Jack Covert in the lead. You're going to be crazy. Go through that 69 roll and find something cool. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Yeah, that one VR4 a 69 double die would be crazy. I've never looked through any of these, so I don't know what's in there. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold to Jack Covert for $40. Jack knows his sense. There's here's the thing. These are all BU. I'm not sure what these even go for, you know? All right, so now I've got a roll of Tuskegee Airmen quarters from the Mint, guys. Tuskegee Airmen quarters. They're not silver, they're just clad. It's a $10 roll. From the America the Beautiful Quarter program. And that's from, what year is that? I don't even know. All right, so thank you, Ty. Denver Mint, Sean Martin. I'll start them off at $10. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Oh, Weller Green Label Bourbon. Look out. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 15. Sean Martin trying to get in there at 9. That was the last America the Beautiful quarter. Did Washington Crossing, then the Women's Series. Ah, okay, cool. All right. Eric A. coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to Eric at 20. Looking for 21 to get her done. Going twice. Buy up gold and silver coming in with the deuce on the loose. Going once. Looking for 23. Metallic Silver Skull at 23, ladies and gentlemen. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead at 23. Going once. Going twice. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Golden Bacon says, pew pew. All in. Fair warning. This bad roll of quarters is sold to Metallic Silver Skull for 23, ladies and gentlemen. Metallic Silver Skull. But Eric A says, there's an MS-70 in there. I can smell it. All right. Okay, the last thing I have on Lincoln Cent rolls is I have 2010 Denver and Philly first release. I don't even know what these darn things are worth. You know what? We'll start off at face value at $1. Good luck. Guys, Daryl USA coming in at 10, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Bill Driscoll trying to get in there, but Daryl in the lead at 10. Buy up at 11, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up gold and silver coming in at $11. Bill Driscoll coming back on the attack with another George at 16. Bill Driscoll in at 16, going once. Well, I've got 2 sets of them up for grabs, so we're doing 2 at a time. Gene Anderson with the deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at 22. Bill Driscoll at 24, going once to Bill. Going twice. Gene Anderson staying alive at 25. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Gene Anderson in at 25. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Gene Anderson for 25 for a Denver and Philly roll. Congratulations to Gene. Thank you, Gene. Yeah, I probably would just keep them in their rolls too. With the penny going away, maybe they will go up over time. We'll start off again at $1 for the next two. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, Bill Driscoll coming in at 16, looking for 17. Bill in the lead at 16, going once. Bill in the lead at 16, going twice. Bill coming in strong, the only bidder, last call. Joe over Lee coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Mud Swat, I just sold 3 full sets of 2009 rolls. I actually have some that are random. All right, guys. Bill Driscoll at 22, going once. Going twice. Joe Overly at 23, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Going twice. Bill Driscoll at 24. Going once. Joe at 25. We got a war going on. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Bill Driscoll with the snow at 26. Going once. Going twice. So Jack Covert, there's a guy that I do business with and I travel with. He goes by Sonny on here. Going once to Joe at 27. And he sells me stuff. And sometimes he's like, oh, these will be good for giveaways or different things. And then I never get to them. And this is stuff that's built up over the last 3 years. Last call. Joe Overly at 27. All in. Fair warning. Holy smokes. Bill Driscoll in at 28, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Bill with the expert timing, going twice. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad sets are sold to Bill Driscoll for 28. An effective way to clear out the miscellany box. Christopher Sherman, this is only part of the miscellany stuff. I've got a bag sitting here, so I'm going to show you guys something after I write Bill's name on here. Thank you, Bill. So, since I had said everything had to be under $20, I didn't do the silver. But this is a bag right here. That has silver and old stuff and foreign, and I mean, there's probably like 5 or 6 hours worth of work in here just to price everything in that bag. And it's literally from the same person over time. Buy it now for the bag. No, Richard Cornell, there's some coins in there that are worth quite a bit. Sean Martin, no whatnot, brother. Riley says throw some of it in on the auction tonight. Riley, when I made the video, I said no items over $20. A lot of that stuff is pretty high priced in there. Just, I haven't had a chance to get to it. So, Mud Swat asked about 2009 rolls. I have a Philly, a Denver, and then 2 that are from... so I have 4. 4 2009 rolls, Mud Swat, that I would put to the side. If you want to have them, I'll make a deal with you sometime. Like in here, so let me, I'll show you something. Like in that bag, there's a super toned ASE. Another crazy toned ASE. Uncirculated Walker toned. Another crazy toner. A BU 1916 with full split bands. And this is just one bag inside of the bag. A 1945 Monster toned. Richard Cornell, there's probably some Morgans in there. But, you know, it'll be an... I'll go through it another night. Start them at 20, says Scorpio. I could, but, man, that'd be crazy. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a choice. I'm not sure you guys are really that interested in mint sets by the year or not. I know the proof sets were kind of popular. There's no more silver in the mint sets that I have. Joe says start at 20, I'll bid 500. No, Joe, you're not talking me out of my stuff. That'd be something, Joe, that we'd have to sit down and look at what's in there. That bag alone probably is literally 500 or 600 easy, like without even batting an eye. But I could let you look at it sometime. Yeah, just some of those toner ones just could go for, 100 and something, 200 a piece. So let me ask you this, guys. Do you want to call it a night? Or do you want to bid on mint sets? All right. So, people, I see people saying let's do it, so let's do it. I don't have any rhyme or reason to... Let me see where I can... I'll start out with the older stuff first, and then we'll work our way up. Some of this stuff was from a long time ago. These are mint sets. Okay, so this first envelope here says that these are 2 1975 mint sets. So you're looking at 350. So what do you say, 175? So just under $5, just face value. These two came in together. Visterion, I would have to look. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had them, but I'm sure we do. All right, so these were shipped in 1975. There's 2 of them in here. There's 2 75 sets in their original envelopes. This is the original envelope. You can see the date that they shipped them out. Those aren't ASEs, brother. So let's go 2 1975 mint sets. Starting bid will be $10. These are 2-ounce silvers right here that I've had for a while. Those are pirate silvers. All right, guys. Jack Covert coming in at 15. Brother Bill was in there at 10. But Jack Covert in the lead at 15. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 20. Leaflet was in there, but buy up in the lead at 20. Looking for 21. Buy up in the lead at 20. Going once. Going twice. Buy up in the lead. This was December 22nd, 1975. Last call. Buy up in the lead at 20. All in. Fair warning. This bad sets are sold. To buy up gold and silver for $20. Not a bad deal. Heck, there's basically $10 almost just in the coin values themselves. Oops. All right, buy up gold and silver. Let's see what else we have in here. From 1971, ladies and gentlemen, we have two uncirculated sets from 1971. And these have just the Kennedys in it. They don't have the no Ikes. We'll say the starting bid on this is $7. Mustang Dave, that is a complete set from 82 up to 90 something. No, 2000 something. Leaflet at 10. Jack Covert at 13. Abdul Majid, welcome to this channel, brother. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead at 13. Looking for 14. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Jack Covert. Hold on. Let me see if buy up got in there. Guys, buy up gold and silver. No Ikes in the uncirculated 71 set, Sean Martin, it looks like. Going once. Buy up at 15, looking for 16. Going twice, my friends. Buy up got in there. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad set is sold. To buy up gold and silver for 15. Mustang Dave, I don't know if we have the album or not. I can take a look on Tuesday. All right. So that was buy up. All right, you know what? since this is going on for a while, let me do something for you guys as far as another little giveaway. How about this? We'll do 3 10th-ounce silvers just for a real quick extra giveaway. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a minute. Good luck. All right, guys. I think I need to add some music or something, you know? 3, 2, 1, booyah. Create craft coins and collectibles. The hardest working mod in show business with the win. Create craft. Rigged. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. What do I have here? Check this out, guys. What's up, B-Roos? Never been opened 2 1977 sets. Never, ever opened, ever. We'll start the bid at $10. Oh, I've got 78 sets, Christopher Sherman. I got some 78 sets that'll be up next. All right, guys. Colorado Mountain Mama coming in. They're uncirculated sets, Leaflet. Going forward, everything are uncirculated sets unless I say they're proof. But so far, that's where I'm at. They've never been open. Yeah, this box was shipped in 1978, January 21st. Cool Things coming in at 17. Jeff trying to get in there, but Cool Things a little bit quicker on the draw. Eric A trying to get in there. Colorado Mountain Mama coming in at 18. Looking for 19, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Never open sealed box. Have no idea what they look like. Jeff coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, Eric? I'd probably open it to see what's in there. But most people will probably just keep them in their box. You just never know, you know? Colorado Mountain Mama coming in at 21. Richard Cornell, do I have any 73 sets? I don't know. I got to look in this box. Yeah, there's nothing super special except for if you found some really, really toned ones. All right, going once to Colorado Mountain Mama at 21. Going twice. Last call. Eric A. coming in at 22. Cool things. The only proof sets I have left. Bethany Healy says, if you find full steps, that's true. Colorado Mountain Mama at 23. Going once. Going twice. Last call. Uh-oh, we're running out of space on the sheet. All in. Fair warning. This bad unopened set is worth sold to Colorado Mountain Mama for 23. You know what? Maybe I'll just make a... If we're running out of room... I kind of bit off more than I can chew. Joe Overly, I'm not at the shop tomorrow, brother. I'll talk to you after I get done with the show, Joe. I've got family in town, my friend. Tomorrow I got to go hang out with family and do some stuff. Oh, we got room on the sheet. We just ran out of numbers. Oh, why did it do that? But don't worry, Create Craft. I'm not going to make this go a lot longer because we got a lot. There's just way more than I thought I had. Colorado Mountain Mama. It's PayPal. Right there. So what was it? It was 78 sets somebody had asked about, and I said I did have them. I have 2. I'm just going to do a couple more lots, and then we're going to call it a night, guys. But here's the 78 sets. There's 2 78 uncirculated sets. We'll do starting bid at $10 for the 2 sets. There's literally like $5 in each set, just face value, like $4.96 or something like that. Leaflet at 15. Covert getting in there. Sherman in there. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up in the lead. Sherman was in the lead for a second, but buy up gold and silver in the lead at 20. Looking for 21. Do we hear 21? Going once. Going twice. Christopher Sherman coming in at 21, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up at 22. The deuce. Back-to-back Snopages. Going once to buy up at 22. Christopher Sherman at 23. Looking for 24. Going once, my friends. Christopher Sherman in the lead, looking for 24, going twice. Sherman in the lead, last call for Mr. Alki Hall, 116 likes, that's awesome. Eric A. coming in at 24, going once. Eric A in the lead at 24. Sherman at 25, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Christopher Sherman in the lead at 25, looking for 26, going twice. Christopher Sherman, last call for Mr. Al. Key. Oh. Christopher Sherman in at 25. Will it hold? All in. Fair warning. This bad dual set is sold to Christopher Sherman for 25. Congratulations to Mr. Sherman. My likes were showing 23, so I refreshed. Thank you, Christopher. ACG is not a reputable grading company. Sold if it holds. I got that from Sherlani. I like Sherlani a lot. She's an awesome lady. Okay, so there was one year somebody asked about 70-something. There was 78 and another number. $1973. Let me look, Richard Cornell. $72. Oh, here we go. Richard Cornell. I have two 1973 sets right here. I was just going to put the starting bid at $10 for both sets because that's about face value. They came in this envelope right here. So I was trying to keep them together. Richard Cornell coming in at 10. Leaflet at 12, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Cornell and Leaflet battling it out. Cornell at 13. Hunter at 15. What's up, Azita Silver? How you doing? Richard Hunter at 15. Richard Cornell at 16. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up gold and silver in the lead. Richard Hunter at 21. Trying to get her done. Richard Hunter in the lead. Leaflet at 22 like he's Mr. LeFew. Buy up at 25 and staying alive. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up gold and silver in at 25. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Buy up in the lead at 25. All in. Fair warning. These bad sets are sold. To buy up gold and silver for 25. All right, congratulations to buy up. And Mr. Fox, I saw you earlier talk about another challenge coin. I appreciate it, man. We've got a bunch of those. Or not a bunch. I got the one from you, so having a bunch of them would be cool. Oh, my brain is going to mush. All right, guys. I'm getting tired. Johnny T, I have not looked at the A1C in a while, brother. Yeah. Guys, you know what? I think I bit off more than I can chew. Literally, because I still have another giant box and a half a box sitting here. What's up, Matteo Sternato? I think I'm going to call it a night and do the in-stream giveaway, guys. I'm starting to get tired and my brain is not working. So that is clue for me to do well. I've been doing pretty good. All right, so here we go. Yeah, we'll do it another night. We had a lot of fun. Here I'm going to give away a Star Trek 1 ounce, guys. Star Trek 1 ouncer. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that bought something tonight. Michael LaFew, Sean Martin, J-Dog, Perry Custom Cards, Jack Cover, Golden Bacon Tree, Metallic Silver Skull, Richard Cornell, Alan Hall, Joe Must Be, Cool Things, Buy It Up Gold and Silver, Edward Lee, Richard Watts, Mustang Dave, Gene Anderson, Bill Driscoll, Colorado Mountain Mama, and Christopher Sherman. Thank you, everybody, so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you to the mods. Create Craft, thank you for how hard you work, and me getting a little testy earlier. I feel bad. I haven't eaten, so I'm starting to get a headache. All right, let me but Johnny T, I've been really focused on my diet and stuff, but I need to exercise more. I've been a little fat. Yes, that's the right one, Colorado Mountain Mama. That's the right one. All right, let me turn on the Nightbot. Thank you to all the other mods that helped tonight. J-Dog, Mustang Dave, Des Logic, Daryl USA, Johnny T, Brother Doug Wagner, Silver Chupacabra, I think, was here earlier. Mud SWAT, Daryl USA, and all of our other mods that didn't make it tonight. Still a thank you to them for their hard work over the years. But I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Tonight was a lot of fun. Thank you, Mud. Golden Bacon, good to see you, my friend. Johnny T, yeah, I had to take Peppa to the vet. She came home when we got back. Dan Wade says you're all awesome. American Patriot, thank you, my friend. Johnny T, so she had this weird thing going on in between her toes. It was all this clear liquid, and all of her feet were puffy and messed up. And so we got her on meds, and we're actually going to get her diet. I talked to a friend of mine whose daughter is a vet, and we're going to put them on a raw diet. We give them blueberries and chicken and different stuff. But here's the thing that I thought about logically, and it made sense when she explained it, is that, you know, dogs that would be in the wild, everything they eat is raw. You know? I did not try to eat it, Eric A. Ew. So they eat in the raw. Pitties are known for yeast infections in the toes. And they said it could be food related. They did say that. You know, so why not give them raw? I'm actually, my friend of mine is giving me a freezer so that we can put stuff in there and keep it frozen and everything. So, yeah, I'm hoping to see that they start looking a little better. Celery. Give them some raw. No, actually, you know, celery is bad for dogs It gives them the opposite. It gives them heartburn. Dogs more or less evolved to eat a little bit of everything, including our garbage, part of what made wolves into dogs. That said, better food is good. Yeah. And that makes sense, Christopher Sherman. All right. Let's pick us a winner, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. In Marsh just won. In Marsh won the 1 ounce Star Trek. Congratulations. All right, in Marsh, are you in here? We'll give them a second to claim it. If they don't claim it, we'll redraw. But we do got to give them a minute. There we go. In Marsh is there. Congratulations to In Marsh. Nice win. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are absolutely epic. I appreciate every one of you more than you know. And hopefully everybody stays nice and healthy, and we see you real soon. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another. We'll see you then. RavenHawk Coins, have a great night.